Hello. So we're gonna do something a little different today. I actually just did take one, and it was nothing really came to me. I'm reading all my notes for stand up, and I'm not really in that mode right now where I just I can't click it on. A lot of this stuff I think is funny. Maybe I've been hitting it too hard lately. I need to give it a little room to breathe. So I think I'm gonna take today off from trying to make stuff funny. I might watch some videos on how to, but I'm not going to like some of those joke doctor videos I had mentioned in my previous ones. Um, so I'll give it a rest on the stand up writing today. I did I worked out today, but I wasn't able to record because I left my microphone here, and I wasn't about to do it over the car speaker. But I did go to the gym today, and I did some just some cardio. Got the leg flow, got some blood flow to the legs with the seated bike and treadmill walking. Treadmill walking, treadmill walking, and mainly because my legs are sore, so I need to let them heal up. The roads are still pretty bad out here in Wilmington. They've they're starting to heat up and it's starting to dry everything out. So, but now that I'm deciding not to do any stand-up day, we're just going to talk about like improvement. Okay, so this is my little idea on improvement. What works for me when it comes to improving, there's always things I want to do better, like I always got something I want to do better. And if you don't, then you don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You got to care, and if you care, you always want to improve. It's never going to stop. You're always going to try to do something to improve. But there's a spectrum. So if you're leaning more on the improvement end versus the not improving end, then you're probably a little bit more depressed because you're not making progress. But it's hard to recognize the progress you made, if you are like, even this morning while I was journaling, because I journal, that's part of having a healthy mind. It works. I promise it works. You don't have to journal and talk about your emotions and be like, I mean, if you want to, you can, but I don't. All I do is talk about the things I need to do, try to talk about the things I have control over and that kind of thing. Or optimistic journaling, like I talk about the things that are working well in my life and what I'm doing. Like this morning, I was journaling, and the last few posts, I'd imagine, I think I've been focusing mainly on what I need to improve, and I haven't been paying attention to what I've already done to improve over the past 6 months. Well, not 6 months, since October. What was that? 4 months? Five almost now. And I did a sentence, I've done this better, I've done this better, I've done this better. And overall, that was a pretty good list. And I still got another tinier list of things that I still want to improve on, even though they are big items that it's going to take, like I want to, make this amount of money. So that's going to take some time. I want to get up on stage, which shouldn't. It's really not going to take time. I mean, I've already kind of got there. It's just consistently doing it. Once I start it, I think that's why I'm delaying it, because once I start, I'm not going to stop within the next week or so, whatever. So that's going to take time, and I can't think of anything else right now. But oh yeah, meditating more regularly. I've kind of got out of the habit of doing that, and I want to start reading more regularly. And there's no reason I can't do that. Another thing is like the idea of inertia. I like that term. I don't know where I heard it. It was probably one of these videos I watched about trying to get better. Oh, it's that one dude. I got to give him some credit because the guy, what is his name? Ali Abdaal. Ali Abdaal. The dude is good. He's got like 6 million followers. He's a really good self-improvement kind of guy. I like his videos more than all the other bullcrap that's out there. If you want to watch somebody that's going to help you with self-improvement, he is legit. Like he's got his own course and whatnot, but a lot of these other guys are pushing so hard on trying to get you to sign up for their course that they're not even they're just an echo chamber of crap. This guy actually has a better, well-rounded idea of how to. He's also obviously trying to get you to buy into his thing, but I will say he's good at explaining and giving you stuff you need instead of just trying to sell you something. You know what I mean? As far as improving. Um, and he also taught me how to do a finger spin. I want to show you. The finger spin, my friends, is... Oh, I'm going to do this. Okay. Now, he just started doing this casually, like I wasn't going to fucking notice, like in one of his videos. So hold on, let me get it. Boom. I'm still getting better at it, but it is not easy. Well, let me do one more. Hold on. This is how you know I got too much time on my hand. Oh! But you get the idea. Boom. It's pretty cool, right? Okay. Now we got to set you back up because now I'm looking all crazy. Okay. Talk about good production quality, right? Yeah, so I've been watching his videos and he's got I'm working on that finger spin too. It shouldn't be long. I'll have that down. But he's talking about inertia, and what he means by that is simply that, like, it's like I've heard it before. My dad used to say, he's like, he had a family member of ours who used to work, him or whatever. The story doesn't matter. He would say, if you need something done, ask somebody who is very, very busy, because they're most likely going to do it versus somebody who has a lot of free time. And there's a lot of these ideas like that always pop up in my mind. I've always kind of had, like, Aristotle has a quote who says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence is an act, is a habit, not an act." So pretty much, inertia is, so once you get the ball rolling, you keep it rolling. So even if you're not busy doing, but then there's other people that will argue if you can be unproductive by being too busy. So if you got goals, I think that can help you align with that. You got goals and you got priorities of, like, kind of an idea of where you want to go in the long run. So you won't be caught up just being busy, And so getting the ball rolling is big. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. And what I'm trying to think about what I was trying to get at with that in the first place. I guess when it comes to, like, writing in a journal, you're trying to work on improving. And if you're trying to work on improving, it's better to start just doing something, So my own goals is trying to get busy doing stuff that I like to do. The more busy, the more you'll keep the inertia going, and the more likely you'll move on up from there. And what I'm trying to get across here to help you is some of these concepts that work for me. Staying busy is the biggest part. It depends on who you are as a person too. Some people enjoy just sitting back and, like, they can get lost in a TV show or a movie, and they can waste time, like, all day because they enjoy doing it. I can't do that. I try, and, like, because I got a lot of free time right now, but I get really, like, antsy, and I know that, like, maybe because, like, subconsciously I know that I'm not doing anything, and I feel like it's just going to lead to my demise in the long run, and so, like, it's like a fight or flight. It's not healthy though, because I'm always in fight or flight when it comes to that kind of thing. But yeah, so I guess the best way to is set your life up in a way that you always have stuff to do that's going towards that long-term goal. It don't have to be specifically that. It can be, like, leading to that long-term goal. You know what I mean? So, for instance, for me, I have the big goal for me is to do stand-up, right? So I got doing stand-up, performing, talking to a camera, all that kind of is like the why thing. But in the end, it's going towards what is the point? The point is I'm trying to get into the entertainment industry, performing, making a living, being in that world. Whether it be stand-up or YouTube vlogging or whatever, just being in that world is what I want to do. And I feel like, and make a lot of money doing it too. That's another thing. I don't want to be broke. I'm not going to be broke. I refuse. So, and being around people to do it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even have to be rich. It's like just being around people in that world is kind of like what's interesting to me. So, finding your crowd. I think that's really what it boils down to, right? Find your crowd. Um, so for me, going to at first I tried to go into the comedy club. The fact is, I'm kind of introverted, so meeting new people is not the easiest thing for me to do, especially if I'm at a comedy club. I don't just go up to random people and start talking. Yeah, but it's not that easy for me to do. So at this point, it's probably, and plus comedians, I don't think they're really that approachable either. Maybe not in this world, like, or in Wilmington, because like Wilmington is very small, it's very niche, so it's like small community, very tight knit groups. It's not really. I feel like bigger cities have more people that are like involved with each other. Like they or yeah. I know I got distracted, but bigger cities it's easier to kind of meet people. But you've also heard the opposite, like New York. It's like the most loneliest city, but there's so many people. Maybe it's like a fucking bell curve. Like most people is like not too big, but big enough. You kind of in this little zone where you can meet people. Too small, like where you don't meet people. Too big, like New York, you can't meet people. Um, still, it's like better be on this end where there's so many people that there's so many options. You probably can find your little niche group. But I love Wilmington too. But finding your people is the main thing. And my goal my goals right now, this might be the best way to. It's like I don't even. It's like I'm trying to come to. I guess my ADD kicking in. I'm trying to help you find a way to get into your world. Is what I'm trying to do. So what works for you? What do you like? Find people that also like this. What are your goals? How do you reach those goals? Staying busy with inertia. So getting the ball rolling in that widespread, that fan that leads to that point. For me, bartending is good because bartending, one, makes money. Two, comedy clubs need bartenders. So it's good to be in that industry. Three, you can meet a lot of people bartending, so you can talk to people and you can meet other people that are fun. There's a risk though. Bartending and entertainment industry in general has a lot of people that are on drugs. I don't want to be around people on drugs. So you got to be careful with that one. And drinking is, I've had problems with drug addiction before a long time ago, but still it's there. So drinking and all that kind of stuff, you don't want to get too caught up in that. I've already made that mistake actually working as a bartender. But but it's good. It's good. So I've got a job. I most likely have a bartending job in the next few weeks where I can bartend, make some money, reach my goal of my financial goal, and make money while doing it, and meet people. It all complements each other. Another step, the masonry business. I mean, I work for myself, so I get paid more by the hour, and by working for myself and making more money by the hour, I don't have to deal with a shit job with a shit boss. I'm sorry, I do have it is kind of a shit job, but I don't have to deal with a shit boss, and I don't have to, and I don't have to work as much if I keep my expenses low, so I have more time to focus on other stuff, and that's financial freedom, really, isn't it? You know, this is just my situation though. Obviously, everybody's got their own thing they got to do. Maybe you do have to deal with a shit boss, but you don't mind the job, and you get paid pretty good. You got consistent work. There's that. Um, Fitness is just something I love, and it's good for the mental health. You know, so fitness is always going to be something I do. It's just for me. Everybody should adopt that though. There's no doubt. You should have a fitness thing you like to do 3 times a week, at least an hour at a time. That's simple. If you don't, you're risking mental health decline. The fact is, it builds up resilience, all that stuff. Health issues. It's just the best way to go. Um, Reading, meditating, same thing. Reading, you learn more, you get more out of it. Find your interest that you're reading about. I have a hard time with that. Meditating, same thing. Mental health, resilience, um, overall health in general. Eating healthy, that kind of thing. Eating healthy saves money. You eat healthier. You live healthier. That whole thing. So really, that's it. Comedy club, like going to the comedy club was cool, but now I just got to do it. Once I get there, meet more people, up on stage, doing what you want to do, and get experience. Eventually, hopefully, that leads to more opportunities. I get good enough, it leads to auditions, an agent, or auditioning for stuff, and like having an agent. Um, Even going to acting classes. Like I was thinking about that earlier. I used to go to acting classes. I didn't really love the acting school I was at. I felt out of place. Small town, obviously, so I think that plays a big part of it. So, but that would still complement the stand up. Storytelling, reading storytelling books. That's also complementing the stand up, complementing the acting. It all works together. You know, and so inertia does all that. Um, And that's really the gist of it, I guess. This is going to be a short video of I'm just trying to think of some things that could help you improve with your life too. If I can boil it down to a few things: journal, talk about just the things you're trying to improve on, talk about things you have improved on, talk about how you can do the smallest little bit to make towards those goals. Have goals for one. Even if they're the smallest little goal, have a goal, have something you're wanting to get towards. You can have like more time with the family. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be necessarily your own personal ambition. You can have something, just have something to work towards. So journaling, having goals, meditating, anything for mental health, whatever that may be, fitness, yada yada, that kind of thing, financial goals, all those things. Have something you're working towards is what I'm getting at. And don't expect it. I guess if you can take anything from this, because I'm sure most of us have some kind of goal or some kind of ambition we're going towards. So the main thing is have patience. And like that's kind of what stage I'm in right now, is a patience stage. That's why I haven't been beating myself up over getting on stage and like doing stand up, is because like I feel like I'm in a good place right now with being patient. The weather sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. Work was slow. I had to be patient for that to pass. But now it's going to start picking up. We'll start picking up steam. If I get this bartending gig next week, start bartending part-time, working masonry during the day, I'm going to get busy really quick. It's going to be a lot of inertia. Then start doing the stand-up, and it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to this next phase. But the next phase is going to be inertia, because inertia is going to be momentum. Get some momentum, get the ball rolling, baby. Once we get that going, then we're working. We got something. And that's why I wanted to at least make a video. It's like making these daily videos, like, and trying to talk to y'all. Like even now, like, I mean, obviously y'all can tell I'm all over the place. My brain, I've had a lot of caffeine today. That probably has a lot to do with it. But like, maybe I have self-induced ADHD, because at one time I felt like it wasn't as bad. But so I got on. I'll be real with you. I got on Adderall a few years ago because I thought it would help, and it did, but I wasn't. It didn't help in a way that like I was still going towards my goals. It kind of numbed me. You know what I mean? Like I was reaching goals financially and this and that, cleaning the fucking house with a toothbrush. Like seriously though, it's like that. I was cleaning a lot. Okay, and it also made me want other stimulants. Like I'd do that. I wouldn't do a lot, like 15 milligrams a day, but it would make me like clean the house, and I would call a lot of different women, and I was like talking to women more so than I would before, um, and I was drinking more, and I was vaping a lot. I mean, and I went through phases where I would stop like doing all those things, and then but all in all, I had to like just completely get off the Adderall, and that's the only way it was going to work. So I got off the Adderall. I was on and off it for probably 2 years, so it wasn't a long time. But now, like the ADHD is like almost. It's like I quit last October, so it was like 4 months ago. So I think it's starting to recover, but it's still kind of like scatterbrained. Plus, like talking to a camera, you kind of lose your track of thinking. And plus, I'm free. I'm just going off the dome right now. I'm not even like I have no structure except help you improve. Um, but yeah, I mean, trying to help you improve helps me improve. talking to a camera, doing this daily. It's just momentum. We're just keeping the ball rolling. And the good thing is, like, care less, because like most people are not going to watch this anyways. It's like, you're probably like, especially if you're this far into the video, like, I'd be lucky if, you know, I might got like one person that might watch this all the way through and even hear this, and that's okay with me. I don't care. I'm just wanting to get used to talking to a camera. So we got some things coming up. Stand up in a few weeks. I'm gonna try to start reaching out to people for the podcast again. That was a fun one. I enjoyed that. When I can get people on, so I'm gonna try to reach out and see if I can't get some more people on, like some of the traveling comedians, get them on the podcast. I've already reached out to people I know around here, and like nobody wants to do it around here. This place just doesn't have podcast friendly people. They just don't. They just so most likely that one might be a bust. But then we got some more YouTube videos coming out. I'll still play chess. I might actually do that here in a little bit. I'm gonna play a little chess round and record it, maybe 30 minutes or so. And then maybe we'll try to do this weekend. I have a current events, all my current event shorts. I'll do about 5-10 minutes of a current event shorts. I'll find some stuff to talk about, and then I'll make, jokes. Just commentary really more than anything. So I have some commentary shorts that I'll post. I might even throw in, I might do 5 minutes of, I'll get all my shorts done in 1 week. So if I do 5 minutes of current event stuff and then 5 minutes of Reddit problems or Dear Abby problems, I got that from the joke doctor, Jerry something. I don't know his last name. But yeah, he said Dear Abby is the same thing as Reddit problems. It's like people just saying their problems, and you can take those problems and try to answer them. That's what I'm gonna do anyways. Then I'll post shorts about it. That way you have your shorts thing, and then if you go to my page now, I got my page a lot more organized too. So I think you're gonna like the way it looks. So we got some stuff coming up. So keep tuned, like and prescribe it, like and subscribe, and share, and maybe we can get a couple more subs. I got my first sub the other day. I only got a few anyways, but like I got 10 now instead of 9, so I got 1. And then the views are steadily getting bigger too, which I know that, the thumbnails and all that crap, I'm not worried about all that right now. I'm just trying to stay consistent, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But all right, well, this is the end of vlog number 10. And this one, what am I going to call this one? This one will just be called Improvement. How about that? Just Improvement. Talking head makes it easy. All right. I'll be playing chess here in a little bit. If you want to, go over there to Chess Play number 3 on my YouTube page, and we'll see you then. All right. Bye, everybody. Love ya.